Hello YouTube, this is Captain Nav. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome to snowy Gatwick. Today we are on the PMDG 737 NGX with the Norwegian livery, and we're gonna have a look at how we de-ice and anti-ice the aircraft in Flight Simulator. So we'll use the PMDG manual and go through the de-icing, anti-icing. The first step is the APU as needed. In that case it's off, and then moving on to the flaps. The flaps need to be up, which is the case, and the thrust levers need to be idle. They are idle and the engines are not running. Then we move on to the stabilizer trim, and needs to be a full APL nose down. So we're gonna bring the stabilizer trim wheel all the way to the nose down position, and then moving on to the overhead. Engine bleed air switch is off, and the APU bleed air switch off as well, which is the case. And at this stage the aircraft is configured for the de-icing procedure. One of the fun features of GSX is that the handling agent will also do the de-icing. So we'll call for the de-icing trucks and just have a little bit of a look and see how they are working on the aircraft, which is quite a nice feature of GSX. Here is the first de-icing truck coming from the right here, followed by the second one. So they will position from the back of the aircraft and get closer to the wings, one on each side, and then once the de-icing coordinator has confirmed the aircraft is configured, they will start their job.
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment. We begin treatment now and observe fluid type 2, concentration at 50%. I will call you back when ready.
Okay, so we confirm we want type 2 50%, and the two de-icing agents are now starting their work on the wings, which is good fun to watch. As I said, it's a cool feature. Obviously, there is a little bit more to de-icing than was shown in the video, but it's fairly realistic, I would say, and it's quite interesting to have this extra feature. So the good thing is that we have two de-icing trucks, so the treatment is symmetrical, and there's no time wasted, starting with one wing and then moving on to the other, which is a good thing. So they're just about finished, and after that will be good to reconfigure the aircraft.
De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing code is fluid type 2, concentration at 50%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
So de-icing is complete. We were given the all clear, and we can now reconfigure the aircraft. So we'll follow the supplementary procedure. The first step is the APU as needed. We'll start the APU as we need to get rid of the ground power and also start the engines. And then we have a note, we need to wait 1 minute, so we'll start the clock to basically reconfigure the engine bleed air switches. Here's the first de-icing truck going away, and fairly soon we should see the second one. Here is. So I'll stop the video for the moment, and I'll come back when the minute has elapsed. The time is up, so we'll go back to the overhead panel and first put the APU on the bus, and then the engine bleed air switches on, followed by the APU bleed air switch to on. We are now done with the overhead panel, and we'll continue the supplementary procedure and move on to the next step. So the next step is control column, move full forward, full aft, once, twice, and 3 times. And finally the stabilizer trim set, let's say 5.5 units, and verify that the stabilizer trim is set for takeoff. We are now ready for the push.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brakes set.
So as you can see, GSX, because of the icing conditions, doesn't let us start the engines during the push. This is a little bit peculiar because normally you should be able to start the engines during the push in icing conditions. We'll come back when the engines are running. So generators on now. Probe heat is already on. Engine start switch is continuous, so now we can switch the engine anti-ice on. And note, we don't use wing anti-ice because we've used the icing liquid. We reset the rest of the systems. Air conditioning system there, APU off. Then we'll check the recall, make sure nothing comes up on the recall. And then one of the special steps, we move the flaps from flaps up to flaps 40 and back to flaps up. So full travel, and also check the flight controls as usual. Obviously it takes a little bit of time to cycle the flaps from flaps up to flaps 40, but that's one of the necessary steps to take. So I hope you enjoyed this slightly different video. Please give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, it's very important, and I will see you soon. Thank you very much again for watching.